What's going on, guys? Alien Milk. Today we're reacting to Penguins Zero, aka Moist Critical, aka Charlie White. The worst 5 movies of 2021. This is his version of the Moisties this year, kind of coming out in separate videos. I'm pretty sure he did this on live stream last night, but I did not tune in as I was sick, and I woke up today sicker than a dog as well. Sicker than a dog. But anyway, this was just posted recently, so let's get into it.
Oh, this is absolutely going in the top 5 worst movies. I watched this movie with full intention of doing a moist meter on it because I always like watching the Conjuring series. The second
They're pretty much using it as a cash cow now. Like that series, after the first 3 movies, just completely went to shit. I pretty much stopped tuning in. I don't even think I saw this one. How many Conjuring movies have they made now? Probably like
by the time it was
20.
over, it was like the Men in Black came in and hit me with a
gotta
neuralizer. Every detail of this movie was immediately lost to me.
Gross
Black
202
Widow
million.
might go on top 5 worst movies.
Holy fuck!
See what else came out. I'd say Space Jam is absolutely going on the top 5.
Oh yeah,
worst.
Space Jam.
Where yet? But this movie was insufferable.
The new Space Jam, A New Legacy, is atrocious.
So bad.
I even got a shirt for it before it came out. I assumed it was going to be something like the first one, but no, it was very terrible.
Other commercials inside of it.
He is correct. It was like one big Nike advertisement. Yes.
It was effortless too, because if like all of the characters that they brought in were just like the laziest cosplayers of all time, like Jack Sparrow and shit. They just used Party City costuming.
Well, yeah. How else are you gonna do it? LBJ, baby, go.
Why did all of the good dog shit go to Paramount Plus? It makes me want to actually get a subscription to that.
I had a subscription to that
Paramount
once.
Plus is just like where you go to find movies to laugh at.
Oh, like Dead Series,
I did see the Resident Evil movie. Not a good movie, but probably not one of the 5 worst.
I don't think I saw
either.
that one.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick and then we'll do the worst movies of 2021.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
List. There were some super stinkers last year. I think number 5 has to be Matrix Resurrections. I don't think Matrix Resurrections is worse than like any of the other movies here.
Oh, the new Matrix starring Keanu Reeves.
It's very bad. We had 2 fucking podcast episodes dedicated to
it wasn't that good.
It's extremely disappointing as fans of the Matrix. There is nothing in this movie that makes it worth watching. I'm not too big of a fan
of the Matrix.
In every department, it is a true step backwards from the original trilogy.
He is correct, though. It is a lot worse than the first Matrix movies.
Revolutions is even less amazing. This one still manages to be significantly worse than both. The entire first
Keanu Reeves is a great actor, though, in my opinion.
From the original trilogy. It is nothing but nostalgia bait in the first half of the movie, while being as meta as possible. So they actually have the in-world characters saying things like, "The Matrix is about bullet time. The Matrix is about ass beaten in a capitalist society." Literally just referencing the Matrix and showing clips from the Matrix.
Just what the Matrix is about. They're just telling you. They're just giving you an in-depth description on what the Matrix is, just in case you didn't know.
Its own movie directly. It's really stupid.
It's like a third-person type thing.
And it critiques itself. Like they even say in the movie, Warner Bros. Is demanding a new Matrix movie. Which means we have to take it from the get-go, going over the top, getting big, getting wild, nuts to butts. New Matrix 20 years later.
New Matrix 20 years.
Gotta be wild.
Warner Bros. Is demanding a new one.
And then every like joke
it's like they didn't even want to make it.
Meta, like,
pretty much.
Is only about bullet time is literally what the movie becomes. It is just a.
So basically, they just spoofed it because they didn't want to make the movie.
And the agents suck dick. The agents are trash. Agents don't do anything. The main enemy becomes zombies. They introduce zombies in this movie. That's
nice.
What they fight. And
so it turns into some like fucking
oh my god, everything is
Walking Dead type shit.
And then out of nowhere, towards the end of the movie, they introduced Beast Wars, like Transformers. They remember
Beast Wars.
Which is like robots
I don't know what that is.
Into animals. They introduce robotic animals at the end of the movie. Kujaku. To save the day out of nowhere.
Makes sense.
A literal robot bird.
Really does make sense. It does make sense how
miraculously wins
the direction of how Hollywood movies are going nowadays. Makes a lot of sense.
I don't think it's worse than any of these, except Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat shouldn't even be here. I actually had fun watching it.
It was a decent movie.
This one seemed like self-aware in its goofiness. I wish I could get more specific, but I don't want to just spoil it outright.
Bad movie.
There's
though.
just so much wrong
It
with
was
the
a
movie.
terrible movie.
And it completely
voice crack.
retcons
I'm
a
sick.
lot of what was
Don't hate
established
me,
in the original
please.
trilogy. It's just not good. I wouldn't say Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City would even be in the top 5, honestly.
No.
I think Matrix
Definitely a
Resurrections
better
is
movie
worse.
than. Does not deserve to be on the top 5 worst movies.
This is again a movie that isn't good, but I did enjoy some of it. At least in this one, they kind of try and speed run Resident Evil lore. So there's a lot of things you can point and be like, yeah, I remember that from the game. Damn, it looked better there.
They tried to cover all the games in
No, half of the movie
the
is
hour and a
pure
half movie.
pitch black darkness.
It makes sense.
They go to the mansion, and you can't see shit half the time. It's just like still images of zombie faces occasionally. I don't know.
Makes
I wouldn't
sense,
put it at
though.
number 4, 3, 2, or 1. I'll just take it off. These are all worse, I'd say. Except maybe The Eternals.
That was a decent movie.
The Eternals is again one of those movies that's just super forgettable. It doesn't do anything
I
like
liked it.
horribly wrong. It just doesn't do anything.
I didn't think it was
in
bad.
general.
Yeah, he's right.
But
It
I
doesn't
did
do
not
much,
see
but
the
it wasn't
G.I. Joe
bad.
movie. I know the G.I. Joe movie was hated by everyone, though, but I didn't see it. Apparently, they really fucked up Snake Eyes.
G.I.
I think I'd give number 4 to
Joe.
Halloween Kills.
No, I know that movie was hyped up
Oh,
a shit ton,
then
but
there's
I
Fast
didn't
9.
see it. But Fast 9 was shitty.
But Black
Terrible.
Widow 2, this is tough, man.
Dominic Toretto.
I can't decide. Like, Halloween Kills is just gore all
Yeah.
over the place.
No, I heard that
Everyone's
was a
just
really bad
giant
movie,
meat
though. I heard
balloon.
when that came out, it was a really big
Like,
disappointment.
It's just kind of goofy.
Which is
kind
kinda sad because it was really hyped up. I didn't even get around to watching it, though.
Mortal killing machine who only has to like look at someone for them to explode like it's Team Fortress 2. Like, there is fun in that. Is it an objectively worse movie than Fast 9 and Black Widow? Probably. In fact, absolutely. But it's a more fun movie to watch than these two.
Fast 9, they really just need to
People dies
discontinue the
tonight.
Fast and Furious
Yeah.
franchise. Honestly, at this
Yeah, and
point,
apparently that whole
they're
town
just
was just looking for
recycling so
any
much shit
excuse to
over and
murder
over and
someone
over
because
again.
all they had to do was just say,
It's,
hey,
like,
we wanna kill a
ridiculous.
guy, and they're like, all right, when and where, we'll be there. So they end up uniting the entire town to try and murder a guy. Fucking hospitals overrun with
When and
blood
where?
hungry, like,
Michael, you're
random
going down
civilians.
tonight.
Fucking giving guns to kids to shoot people. All right, I'm putting
Makes
Halloween
sense.
Kills at number 4. Yeah, I've
Yep.
been convinced.
Nah, okay.
Halloween Kills is.
Danny
it's going
McBride
number
wrote
4,
it?
one of these is gonna
No
be-
wonder.
End up at number 3.
No
Halloween
offense,
Kills is
but
fucking
damn.
fun.
That's so
There's a
funny.
scene in the movie. This
Danny
isn't a spoiler,
McBride
if you haven't
fucking
watched
wrote
the
that
trailers.
shit.
Michael Myers comes to a car of people that are out on the hunt to kill him because the whole thing is evil
Yeah,
dies
stick to
tonight.
comedy, buddy.
They've had enough of Michael Myers. He's escaped again, and the tomfoolery, they're tired of it. He killed a whole platoon of firefighters. Like, God damn it, we're
I
done
hope
with it.
that's the Danny
Now we're
McBride.
taking matters
Jesus
into our own
Christ.
hands.
I hope that's the
So
Danny
he goes
McBride
into
I'm
this-
thinking of.
Like this group of people, they get into this car, and they drive to like a playground looking for Michael. Michael ends up like showing
Probably
up.
is. There's only
and-
one, really.
It's like this.
Only can be one.
The goofiest display of like Looney Tunes theatrics. Michael Myers like at the window, and he doesn't really have to do anything. The people just start killing themselves. So like Michael Myers will choke one of them, and then the dude's wife like ends up shooting him, like the guy that's getting choked. He's like, "I got you covered, honey," and the wife just like fucking pops him. Or something, if I
Blast him
remember
with
right.
that.
And then
Oh, I'm
eventually
sorry,
Michael Myers is
baby.
like, "Oh, God, even I've
No.
had enough of this." So then Michael Myers gets out of
Just
the car,
leaves.
and the wife has the gun again trained on him, and then Michael Myers like gently pushes the door at her hand.
No.
And it hits her hand.
Put
and
it
the gun
down.
turns to her, and she shoots herself in the head.
That is just a
And then one
series
the
of
other girls
unfortunate
gets, like,
events.
like a sock of bricks.
That's terrible,
and, like,
though.
hits Michael with it, and then crawls past the playground. I need to rewatch that car scene because I'm sure I'm getting it wrong. I remember the girl shooting herself, getting hit by the car door. I remember the guy getting choked, ending up.
How does that
getting,
even
like,
happen,
fucking
though?
team killed,
Like, that doesn't even.
and the girl hitting Michael with some bricks.
These movies are really shit.
There's
They don't
also
even
a guy
care
who
anymore.
throws himself
They know
out of a
people are gonna pay
hospital
money to
window.
watch them just
He
based
looks like
on
Peter Pettigrew from Harry
the
Potter.
series
He
alone,
gets-
like the
he's,
franchise
implicated
alone.
in
That's
the Evil Dies Tonight
Halloween's a huge film
Because for some reason
franchise.
they
People
all
are
want
gonna
to kill
pay
Michael Myers but don't know what
anyway.
he looks like or like anything about him. So they end up just choosing random people like, that's got to be Michael Myers, that 14-year-old boy. And they all like start ganging up on him.
That
and
5'3"
murder him.
14-year-old
And
boy.
that happens
That's
to
got to
one
be
dude
Michael
in the
Myers, even
hospital.
though he's 6'5".
And he's like, oh, I've been cornered. This is where it ends. So he throws himself from a window, and when he hits the ground, his whole body just combusts like he landed on a
He
landmine.
ragdolls.
His arms are like all over the sidewalk. His fucking toes are shot into
Jesus,
trees.
it's like Happy
His
Wheels.
face is like split in half. And it was only like a 3-story fall. Yeah, this is number 4. I'd actually recommend it, to be honest. The more I talk about it, the more I want to go back and rewatch it. I think I
Fast
had more
9.
fun watching.
Please discontinue the Fast and Furious franchise. Fast 9 was an abomination to the film society or whatever. It was terrible. Can it? Bag it. Bag it up. Hasn't been good since the 5th one.
Watching Fast 9. I think Fast 9 is a worse movie than Black Widow, but I think I enjoyed it more.
I
I
hate
love
it.
the over-the-top nature of the Fast franchise, but Fast 9 did it the worst.
Yeah, it did.
Moments where I was like, damn, I feel like I'm part of the family. This is kind of cool, I guess.
I'm a Toretto.
It's
Charlie
also like
Toretto.
a bunch of garbage writing-wise, which of course
It
is
premiered
fast,
in
but,
South
Even
Korea.
for Fast and Furious, it's on another level of garbage. Like, they end up going to Japan to look for a Mexican flag or something. I forgot what it was. Like, they went to Japan looking for a guy, and the clue was look for the Mexican flag. And the two girls just happen to be, like, sitting at this...
Look
this,
for the
like,
Mexican
outside
flag in
diner,
Japan.
And they're just, like, talking about
Makes sense.
important things like, damn, you remember when we were family? We lost our family, like, shit. Family's really going down the fucking drain.
Family's
And then
really
I think
fucking
it was,
going, man. It's fucking
What
shot.
was it? I think it was Letty. She's like, you see that Mexican flag? You think that could be part of the clue? I think that's what we're here for.
Oh my
Just happened to
God,
be, like,
there
right
it is,
outside,
the
and they go in
flag.
there, and
Just
then
a-
they find
what a
Han again,
coinkydink.
who's been revived for the 4th time. This dude gets revived more often.
Charlie has a
Fucking
lot of
Darth
tabs open,
Sidious.
though. I will say that. He's got
But
like
I at
20
least
open.
enjoyed parts of it. There's
Got a
almost nothing
powerful
I enjoyed
PC.
about Black Widow. It was just a really hard to sit through movie. Because you already know where it ultimately ends up. Like, it's a character that they've already taken out of the MCU. So the character had nowhere to go. There was no reason to flesh out Black Widow's character. It was already over.
Yeah.
And I understand.
There was
like,
no point.
introducing
He is
Yelena,
correct. There
but I
is
also didn't
actually
care
no
about her
point.
character that much. She was kind of cool, but there was nothing unique about her. She didn't really have anything.
He's
that really
got some
stood
on
out.
point reviews.
And it just because it introduces a new character who will probably be important doesn't mean the movie is better because of it. And I
Yeah,
really
like the movie itself did
hated
not need to be
the
made just to
villain.
introduce that one character. He's
this,
correct.
The stinky villain. You smell him and you can't hurt him because his smell is
Definitely
so
could have
strong.
introduced that character in a different way.
There's just nothing in the movie I
Presumably.
thought worked. And I thought they did Taskmaster super dirty. Taskmaster ended up being extremely
There's a
lame,
lawsuit
even though
on
he's a
it,
really
must
cool
be.
character in the
Holy
comics.
shit. Look at
Yeah, I
that.
just don't think it did well.
Fucking
I just-
lawsuit right there.
I'm convinced myself.
Must
This is the
be.
right call. Black Widow number 3, worst movie of 2021.
Good call.
As a movie, like, it's competent. There's a story. The story makes sense. The characters aren't horribly written.
Oh,
But it's a
Scarlett
really
Johansson filed a
nothing burger of
lawsuit
a
on
movie.
it.
Like,
Nice.
you watch it, but you don't
Really turned out to be a shitter.
So now we come down to the final 2.
Oh, yes. Conjuring.
Yeah, Black
Fuck
Widow
yeah.
is painfully generic.
Terrible.
Super safe.
Ever since the first 3. Terrible.
I think this is going to be controversial. Space Jam New Legacy number 2. Like I said, this is basically just watching one long advertisement with multiple ads placed within it. It's basically like logging on to YouTube without an ad blocker. It's rough.
Can't
It's
fault
fucking
him for
rough.
the
You're
choice.
literally getting nothing out of it. It
Honestly.
is an insult to the Space Jam legacy. I get it. It's very bad. Very, very bad. There is nothing to like about this movie. Even if you love LeBron like you'd suck a fart out of his butt, you won't like this
A lot of
movie.
people
He's not
do
good
want
in
to
it.
sniff LeBron's
And he doesn't really
farts.
even
That
play
is
basketball.
a
It's a
true
mobile
statement.
game that he
A
plays.
ton of
as a
people would
form
love
of
to sniff
basketball.
LeBron's farts,
His
would
son,
even
like,
pay to
designs,
sniff LeBron's
like,
farts.
cheat codes in basketball.
suck 'em
It's
right
stupid.
out of
It's
there.
bad. Everything about it's bad. All very lazy. They didn't even like have a costume department. They just had like the intern go to Party City for their costumes.
That makes sense. It's the
So the
cheapest
cosplay
way.
and,
Had a
like, all
cheap
the
budget,
references to
Charlie. You
other
know, come
like,
on.
other content was bad. Definitely in the top 5 worst, but I'm actually going to say
Conjuring is
Conjuring,
number
The Devil
1.
Made Me Do It is worse.
Well, they're all
And I
the
stand by it.
Conjuring movies from like
This movie is
from
perhaps the
like
most
they're just all shit now. I don't even know what to
awful,
say about it. Just
forgettable
all the
horror movie.
Conjuring movies are shit.
Usually
Like I
with
woke
a
up
bad
feeling
movie,
like shit
I
today,
have
and
a
that's
lot to
how
say
all
about
the
it, and a
Conjuring
lot to,
movies
like,
are now.
you know,
Shit.
poke fun at and have some like goofs and gaffs about. This movie I had nothing. I sat there after these credits rolled and I truly had nothing on my
Just
mind. It was like an
pure
out-of-body
hatred for
experience.
it.
I genuinely felt like I was meditating. Like I had
The
achieved
movie had
nirvana.
nothing intriguing.
This movie
he just
pushed
meditated
my
the whole
soul
time.
out of the shell. It was so mind-numbing, uninteresting, and full
And
of
non-scary.
nothing. I can't
Yes.
actually describe it.
That's all they all are
I
now.
finished
They're
watching
just
it and
there to get
forgot
your
I'd
movie,
ever saw it.
your fucking movie
was
theater
like
money, your ticket
2 hours just
money.
vanished from my life with
That's all
no
they're there for. It
explanation.
grossed 202 million on a budget of
It's like the
39 million.
closest
Do you
thing I
really
could
think they're
imagine to
caring
anything
about what the reviews are saying?
I
They're
think
gonna
this
keep
movie
pumping out these
offers
Conjuring movies too.
Nothing. The
Fucking
devil made
A.
you forget about it. Yeah.
The devil
pretty
made me
much so.
forget about it.
I see with Space Jam, you can joke about it. You can point things out and be like, haha, this is goofy because it's shitty. Or, wow, look how stupid Jack Sparrow looks here. They didn't even try. Wow, this is bad.
I don't
With
know.
this
I didn't
movie,
even
you will
watch the
sit there
movie.
in silence with
Well, because
nothing to
it's
say.
a horror movie. It's not horror.
Like, you could have all the brewskis in the world with
Horror.
your friends. You could be like, hey, I'm ready to buckle down. We're going to
It's
have a
just
bad
still
movie
shit.
night with the bros. It's going to be great. And you throw this
Ready
up.
to buckle down. It's still gonna be shit. Thank you for tuning in. Those were Charlie's top 5 worst movies of 2021. Have a good one.